Hi everyone, Kyle at Power and Control here, looking at 3 of the IQ Pump micro drives on my bench. I've set this up with communication wires between each drive into the RS-485 memo bus communication terminals so that we can stage these drives to work together. Now, as you can see right now, this is our lead drive, and it's asleep because our set point is over 150. Let's see, I got the set point on this screen here. And we're looking at the pressure. Sorry, that's the set point. This is the current pressure input, which is controlled by a potentiometer currently, but would be by a pressure transducer in the field. Now, if we watch this pressure, as I turn down the potentiometer and the pressure starts falling, the lead drive will wake up and start ramping up. And as the pressure stays the same, it'll keep ramping higher and higher because it's trying to meet the set point. Now once it gets to 60, it's going to say stage, and it's going to wait 10 seconds, which is the stage delay time that we have, and the second drive will be staged in. There, the thrust setting goes in, and now you can see the auto light went solid there as this drive came on and started running. Now still the pressure is not rising because I'm not turning up the potentiometer, so it'll go ahead and stage after 10 seconds another drive in. After the delay time, this third drive will stage on. And now, if the pressure were to start rising in the system and get above 150, you'll see the D-stage process begin. I'll pull this drive offline, D-stage this drive. After a delay time, this drive will go off. And then we'll go to the main drive, and it's being commanded by the pressure loop now to run at 40 Hertz, so after about 5 seconds of that, this drive will fall asleep. And if the pressure were to drop, the drive wakes up, and the whole thing starts over again. Another great feature of this setup is it automatically will pick a lead drive that has the lowest runtime. So any one of these drives can become the lead at any time based on the lowest runtime. This leads to a redundant system. Another redundancy feature of this is if you had multiple pressure transducers on the system. As you can see, I only have one hooked up, but if you had multiples, each drive can look at its own pressure transducer, and each drive can look to the communications for a pressure. So if your pressure transducer fails on one drive, it looks over to the network for a pressure reading, which is what it's doing now for the 2 drives that don't have transducers.